Hello there. Welcome to my views and news. Some new stories for you from the Amhara region of Ethiopia. Fano groups are being acknowledged as legitimate parties to the conflict in the Amhara region. Some contacts between Fano representatives and diplomats, foreign diplomats. Some meetings happened and some scheduled in coming days. Secondly, Finot Islam, Gojjam, intense fighting happening there. Fano fighters said decisive battles are being fought in Finot Islam. Thirdly, a convoy of Ethiopian military was ambushed by Fano fighters in Gojjam. Video is in circulation. It was published yesterday by Fano fighters. Let's start with a new story about Fano's contacts with the foreign diplomats. By the way, Amhara Fano fighters were accused of human rights abuses. They were painted as a rogue militia by Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, when the organizations covered atrocities committed in Tigray. Amhara Special Force members, Fano, were accused of grave human rights abuses in Western Tigray, Humera Volkai Sagade, in the parts where war erupted in the last 2 years. But things have changed now. It seems that Western world is ready to acknowledge Fano groups as parties to the conflict, as legitimate stakeholders in the Amhara region. We have seen statements earlier calling for negotiated solution to the conflicts in Amhara and Oromia. Statements from U.S. State Department. Mike Hammer spoke as well. Back then, I said that U.S. was acknowledging Fano's role in the Amhara region. Now, official contacts between Fano fighters and U.S. Embassy in Addis Ababa have been confirmed. Fano still has no one representative body. Groups are operating independently, separately, though we have seen some efforts in the past few weeks of organization of Fano in Gojjam. I think militarily they have united. Zamina Kasi and Skandar were interviewed by Theo 360 people. They agreed to work together, and military level operations are being led by former ASF members. But broader alliance, broader organization is still missing. We saw one announcement of alliance between Gojjam based and Gondar based Fano groups, but still no one body which is making decisions, no representative, one body to talk to international media, talk to foreign diplomats, no one representative body to monitor the military operations too. So still organization, work for organization is underway. Now, what we have been able to confirm and what is being reported by Fano groups is that U.S. Embassy in Addis Ababa contacted a Fano group. Political attaché of U.S. Embassy in Addis Ababa contacted APF, Amhara Popular Front. APF is the Fano group led by Skandar Naga, based in Gojjam. An APF representative, Mareshit Sihayo, was contacted by American Embassy. Discussions were held. And according to APF spokesperson, in coming days, meetings are scheduled between Fano representatives and European Union officials, Fano representatives and UN officials. It is being confirmed by Fano groups. How is Ethiopian government going to see this development? Because if you remember, when there was war in Tigray, any contact between TPLF and Western world was declared support for TPLF from Western world by Ethiopia. Ethiopia accused back then US and West of fanning the conflict in Tigray. Now, Fano groups are being contacted. How will Ethiopian government respond? Let's see. I think the outside players have realized that maybe Ethiopian government cannot resolve this problem on its own, and they should step in. Or they have realized that Fano could be a big player in coming months, maybe. So that is why sooner or later, Western world will have to talk to Fano fighters. That just shows their on the ground position. I think on the ground, Fano fighters have managed to register some influence, some impact, and that impact is being felt in Washington, in Brussels, and obviously in Addis Ababa at foreign embassies. Secondly, viewers, intense fighting for the last 24 hours in Gojjam. I talked about Debre Morcos 2 days ago when Fano fighters entered Debre Morcos. There was intense fighting there. Fano fighters managed to reach the center of the city, and they entered Debre Morcos after Amhara President General Tassim of ENDF left Debre Morcos. They carried out multiple front attack on Debre Marcos. They were close to capturing government buildings, but then strikes were conducted, and one Fano commander and several Fano fighters were killed. But Fano managed to enter Debre Marcos. Now, Finote Silam, another important city in Gojjam. Since yesterday, we have been receiving reports about clashes between military and Fano fighters in Frote Salam. Frote Salam has been under military control. If you remember, a Fano commander was heard saying a few days ago that only Finote Salam and Debre Marcos were under military control, and in Bahirdar, in Gojjam. He mentioned three cities back then: Gojjam, Bahirdar, and Fateh Salam, that military in control of these places. All other towns, cities under Fano control, direct, indirect. But out of three, two attacked by Fano in the last 72 hours. Debre Morcos attacked. Finote Salam fighting ongoing reportedly. 23rd Division of ENDF is fighting in Finote Salam reportedly. And Fano fighters say they're fighting decisive battles. They say that they'll strike heavy blows to Ethiopian National Defense Force in Islam, and they'll push ENDF out of Finote Islam. So Ethiopian government's efforts to create an impression that Gojjam is returning to normalcy are not working. On the ground, you see that if Fano can enter Debre Marcos and Fateh Salam, it means they can easily enter small towns, villages. So no improvement in security situation in Gojjam. Large territory still accessible to Fano fighters or Fano fighters in a position to enter big town cities whenever they want to. No move towards Bahirdar, but Bahirdar could be attacked. Bahirdar is being encircled. We're seeing fighting around Bahirdar. Bahirdar to go on the road is cut off. Then Bahirdar to Aguabi Zone Road also fighting there. Bahirdar to Gojjam Road fighting there too. So Bahirdar is under partial siege, we can say. Thirdly, viewers, video of an ambush on a convoy carrying soldiers and logistics for Ethiopian military. Again, it happened in Gojjam near Jiga. Several vehicles came under this attack. Video has been published by a Fano fighter showing damaged vehicles, bullet riddled vehicles. You can clearly see bullet holes in these vehicles. It means that the convoy came under ambush. Faro fighters opened fire at the convoy. Unknown number of people killed, and the trucks are empty. It means whatever there was is not there anymore. If there were soldiers, they died or they escaped. If there were logistics, it means logistics have come under the control of Fano or fighters. I have been saying ambush and assassination are two deadly tactics adopted by Fano fighters. These ambush style attacks are very hard to handle for Ethiopian government because Fano fighters get in advance intelligence about the movement of Ethiopian military and they're spread across the Sahara region. So, on a short notice, they easily target the convoys which pass through Gojjam, pass through North Shore Zone, pass through South Gondar. We've seen more ambush attacks in Gojjam, Shoa, and South Gondar. And in these three zones, the Fano groups obviously are more organized, stronger than in other parts of the Amhara region. Watch the clip being which has been published by a Fano fighter showing the aftermath of an ambush on ENDF a convoy in Gojjam. Thanks for watching.